This is SEMA 2023, and I'm in the Ford booth pavilion because the off-road pickup truck war is on. Come over here. What do I mean? Well, I'm going to show you several vehicles. This brand new 2024 Ford Ranger is going to be the first one, and this is what they're calling the Ford Performance ORV concept. So it's a concept right now, but I can see this coming to a dealership near you very, very soon, because what do I mean off-road pickup truck war is on? I mean that companies like Ford, General Motors, Toyota, and I'll show you several, also a Tacoma in this video and a Ford Bronco in this video, they are teaming up with other companies in the industry. For example, Ford teamed up with ARB on this concept because you could actually purchase really well designed, in my opinion, bumpers, skid plates, and other equipment, including suspension, where you're making your vehicle more off-road capable. And here's what I mean. So General Motors recently came out with their latest Chevy Colorado ZR2 Bison, and they're teaming up with AEV, American Expedition Vehicles. Well, Ford, I think, is doing something similar, but just in a slightly different way. So of course you can buy a Ford Ranger, but now you can do a lot of this stuff. So you can do tow points here, really beefy, big ones in red color. You can do a skid plate. This truck actually has a old man emu suspension kit, so a slightly taller suspension, and pretty interesting because the rear springs, the leaf springs are different, and the shocks are different as well. So what do you think, first of all, style-wise? So it does have a small lift, it does have a pretty aggressive front bumper and the skid plates in the front. Excuse me, please. Sorry. And also rock sliders. Here you can see some of the suspension components. So I'm thinking what Ford is really wanting to do here with this brand new generation of the Ford Ranger with this ORV package, if you could bundle this all together, and actually Ford Ranger is being developed and tested in Australia, and ARB Old Man Emu components are from Australia. So, and the Ford Ranger Raptor is developed and tested in Australia as well. So if you can put it all together and purchase it at the dealership and wrap it all up in financing, if you're buying a brand new truck, it could help you get a lot of these parts, and they can be warranted completely together. So this is, I think, the concept they're trying to explore with this vehicle. I really like this rock slider, and when I say rock slider, I mean it, because if you can take a look at this, it's tied into the frame. So there's a point here, there's one in the middle, and there's one in the back. So this is really tied into the frame. There's another skid plate here on the fuel tank, and you can see this massive one, another one that's coming from the front, from the engine, transmission, and transfer case. So this is a pretty tough package. Obviously I haven't driven it, but I'm liking what I'm seeing. And then, of course, graphics. You have to have graphics. I think Ford's done pretty well with this. And here's what I mean. Look at the rear spring. It's ARB Old Man Emu. It's branded. The shocks are branded. So yes, it's a full kit. And look at this bar. Really beefy steel bar right here that's attached to the rear bumper with tow points, and also the hitch integrated into the rear bumper. This looks really a good integration altogether. Look at this, how there's some sticky surface here on top, so you can put your foot up there and climb into your Ford Ranger. So I'm really liking what they're doing. Of course, you can buy other things like refrigerators, jacks, systems, air compressor systems, and the rest. So you can tie it all together all in one. So I don't have price on this yet because this is not on sale quite yet, but if you like this, maybe they'll put it together into a package and you'll be able to purchase it soon. Now, before we move to the Ford Bronco, I wanted to show you this really quick. So this is another ARB build on the new Ranger. So it's got a bigger bumper, push bar in the front, a winch, it's winch capable. And then on this side, if you keep going, here's a Toyota Tacoma Trail Hunter. So why am I showing you Tacoma when I'm focused on Ford vehicles? Well, Toyota is also partnered with ARB. So Toyota has ARB bed rack system here to support, for example, a tent. And they have also rear components like the hooks right here. And this is going to be a production-based truck that goes on sale just in about, few months in the spring of 2024. The Trail Hunter Tacoma truck will go on sale. So let's keep walking back towards that booth. So that's what I mean. So General Motors is working with AV. Whoa, that's bright. Holy cow. Wow. Sorry, I'm seeing stars. Ford is showing a lot of integration with ARB components. And of course, Toyota has their own solution for this as well. This is super crowded now. This is another concept they have here at the show. This is called the Bronco Beach concept. And it's just a fun take on what you can do with your Bronco with new graphics. It showcases this roof rack, and it has a Yakima attachment for your stand-up board. They call it the Sub Dog. I hope I pronounced it correctly. But stand-up pedal board attachment up there. And this is based on a 4-cylinder Bronco with a manual transmission too. I love that. I love seeing that crawler gear, and I love seeing this transmission in the brand new Broncos as well. And Toyota will have a manual transmission in their new Tacoma. So it kind of works out. You can see the wheels. Once again, the graphics, the steps. These components you can actually buy, like this tube door here, like these extra lights that are mounted here on the A-pillar by the rear view mirror. Of course, that rack system is already a Bronco accessory. So this is just kind of tying in a few more elements, including these graphics package, to make it a kind of a fun little concept. Let's keep walking this way. Sorry about that. Here's another Bronco Sport concept they brought. They're calling it blue freewheeling concept. And it's got a lot of blue, kind of this sunset blue theme in its graphics package. But what I really appreciate about this is that it's smaller package, smaller engine. It's a little bit more efficient, and you can still customize it, and it's also off-road capable to a certain level. This one also has a catback exhaust system by Borla. So that little 3-cylinder turbo engine, the 1.5, I haven't listened to this exhaust yet, but it can exhale in a little bit more freer way. Let's look at this. This is going to be very interesting as well. This is their Ford Bronco ORV concept, performance ORV. So just like that Ranger, they're having the same thought here with the Bronco. So what are you doing here? Well, you're giving the Bronco a little lift, putting it on 35s. You got unique wheels. You got, of course, lights, also a light bar on top. I think that's really well integrated all together. Front modular bumper with painted toe points. And also, let's go in the back just for a second. It's also a manual. Oh, it's really loud back here. But there's also a way to mount a larger tire in the back. So if you're carrying a 35, they're showing different options that you can have with a Ford Bronco. Of course, Ford Bronco 4-door and 2-door have so many different customizations and trim options already from the factory. So this is just another small way to show you what's possible. And of course, if you look at these walls here up top, you could see a lot of other aftermarket tuning solutions that Ford themselves, Ford Performance Parts is offering. So little power boosts, power increases, different customizations. I'm not even talking about their performance cars yet. That's a slightly different video, so stay tuned. Come back to oldtfl.com for all the videos from SEMA 2023 Las Vegas, because we're publishing videos as fast as possible on several channels, but one place to see it all is alltfl.com. Thank you very much.